Over the shooting death of Trayford Pellerin by Lafayette Police last night. The protests have now expanded out onto the Evangeline Thruway and have been blocking I-49 for about an hour now. Our Kendria LaFleur is joining us live from the Evangeline Thruway, not far from Willow. Kendria, are you seeing any police out there? What's going on?
Yeah, police are out here. You can actually see them further down. A few of them pulled up not too long ago. They have not interacted with protesters at all. You can see that protesters have been here at the corner of East Willow and Northwest Evangeline Thruway for at least an hour now. Some of them have been chanting Trey in honor of Trayford Pellerin. They've been chanting no justice, no peace, and Black Lives Matter. Again, police are out here, but they haven't interacted with protesters at the moment. And we'll bring you live updates continuing throughout the night. But this has been the scene it's been looking like for at least an hour now. Now we know that the rally started out at around 5 o'clock earlier today, and that was peaceful, but later on protesters ended up going into the road. Marcia Broussard, who's the NAACP president, was encouraging them to get off of the roadway, saying there are different ways that they can express their emotions and feelings. Somehow they're right here, and they've been protesting again for at least an hour. So we'll bring you live updates as this story continues to develop. We'll have more tonight at 10 and continuing to update you on Facebook and on our social media accounts. Live in Lafayette, Kendria LaFleur, KATC TV3.
And Kendria, those protesters all calling for transparency and accountability. They are making their voices known, but as Kendria mentioned, the NAACP not very pleased that they are blocking I-49. As for those officers, they are asking that those officers be fired and be prosecuted, those involved in the shooting. Police say they were called there for a disturbance to that convenience store on the Evangeline Thruway last night. They say that Pellerin was armed with a knife and was trying to get into a convenience store with people inside when witnesses reported also seeing a knife as well. That's when police opened fire. They say they tried to tase him, but it was ineffective. In witness video that's been being circulated online, you can hear at least 10 gunshots when Pellerin was there laying motionless after those gunshots there on the ground by the convenience store. Let's pop up that traffic camera again if we can. This is I-49 as it becomes the Evangeline Thruway in Lafayette. We are seeing some police presence further up I-49, some traffic moving on one side, but I believe on the right side is where it's coming in to Lafayette, being blocked by the protesters there. Again, protesting the shooting death of Trayford Pellerin by Lafayette Police. They are calling for the officers involved to be fired and prosecuted. Lafayette Police say the officers are all on administrative leave tonight. Another big story we're following here at KATC, the Weather Lab. We are tracking the tropics with two systems. Bradley Benoit standing by with the latest forecast. And Bradley, as I toss it over to you, I do want to report that the governor has now declared a federal emergency declaration ahead of Marco and Laura. Bradley.
Hey Jim, yes, that's right. We continue to track double trouble out in the tropics. Both storms could threaten Acadiana as we head into next week. So let's start here with Tropical Storm Marco, just now entering the southern Gulf of Mexico, and a little bit stronger today due to the fact that it bypassed the Yucatan Peninsula and spent more time over water. We just got the 7 o'clock advisory. We're not going to get a new track forecast until 10 o'clock, but this gives us an idea of how strong the system is. Still sitting at around 65 miles per hour, moving toward the north-northwest at 13. So again, this is the 4 o'clock track. We'll get another one here at 10, but again, likely to see some strengthening here as it nears the mouth of the Mississippi River by Monday afternoon as a potential Category 1 hurricane, and then make a bend toward the west, potentially passing just north of the Acadiana region, but likely to see some impacts here with Marco heading into the first parts of the upcoming week. And of course, we're still likely to see some wiggle room within this track, so don't pay too much attention to the center line here, but nonetheless, that's the latest with Marco. And then over the Caribbean islands here, right around the Dominican Republic area, we have Tropical Storm Laura here, and looks somewhat oppressive despite the fact that it's going through some land interaction right now. Winds as of 7 o'clock sitting at 50 miles per hour and moving to the west at 18. Now, we're not likely to see too much intensification over the next couple of days. It continues to battle land interaction, but once it gets into this part of the Gulf of Mexico, a lot of warm waters here, and we expect to see a little bit more favorable environmental conditions. So a little bit conducive for development here as we start the week, and then that's going to continue toward the south central Louisiana coastline here as a potential, once again, Category 1 hurricane. And remember, the intensity forecast is the least reliable out of the two, the other one being the track forecast. So this could easily still be a little bit stronger than what the Hurricane Center is going with at this point, but nonetheless, Category 1 storm, once again, a day or two after Marco makes landfall in southeast Louisiana here, moving onshore and then continuing northward, heading later on into next week. But again, the center line, don't focus too much on that. It is just east of the Lafayette area, which would mean the worst of the impacts will stay off to our east. But notice the cone of uncertainty extending into parts of Texas and even as far east as the Florida Panhandle. So still a little bit of uncertainty here, but if this track holds or if it shifts even a little bit further to the west, we are still likely to see some impacts here from Tropical Storm Laura as well. So that's the latest. As of right now, we're going to be doing a Facebook Live here in the next couple of minutes very shortly, so make sure to get on that, and we'll see you there in just a little bit for a full breakdown of the tropics.